Hey everybody, this is Toray. I haven't done a vlog in a while. It's been a while. Uh, Hanging out in La Avenida, which is Avenue, or La Quinta, Fifth Avenue in Brooklyn, and the missus is getting her nails done. Nails did. So I'm hanging out in the car because I'm the car boy. Car boy. Married men, they understand what that is. If you're not a car boy, you're a purse holder. And you just hold purses while the missus goes shopping, and you usually just hang out grumbling, I can't believe, hurry up already, stuff like that. But blog time, what's going on? You know that I've been busy with Coffee Talk. It's been going so great. um, uh, Now that I can actually talk about this because my case is over, I can actually, people have been asking me a lot of questions about what happened to me, my health and all that. And I'm still healthy. I mean, I'm losing weight slowly but surely. I've been doing the weight loss challenge because I went off it, but now I'm back on it. And I'm going to discuss everything that's going on. So this is going to be a kind of a lengthy vlog, but it's going to answer a lot of the questions that people have been asking me for. It's been 8 years. Wow, 8 years. Almost, yeah, 8 years. So this all started 8 years ago, 2005, September. I was working at a school. I was doing maintenance in a school. Now I was not a custodian because custodians only clean. Maintenance people fix. But I had the one. I had the best job in the world. Let's just go back to the job was amazing. I did maintenance around the school, replacing light fixtures, painting, uh, taking down walls, spackle, electrical work, stuff like that. During the school year, it was light stuff, nothing major to do. But I kept myself busy. I would coach sports. I would do soccer. It was soccer first, and then it was basketball during the winter, and then baseball in the spring. I used to do boys and girls, and it was fifth through eighth grade sports. On the side, I would do audio visual on Friday events. Like people would do shows and stuff. I would do audio visual there. Also, I would help out the tech guys, with computers and help them out, fix computers and help teachers that are having problems. So I did a lot for the school. I mean, I loved it. I also did security. I mean, in the mornings I would check people in. You know, I got promoted after being there a year and a half. I got promoted, to assistant to head of maintenance because I worked my ass off. I'm one of those people that like to work hard. So I worked there for that's I'm just describing my job, how much I loved it. It was the best job. And then on my free time, I was doing auxiliary police for the New York City Police Department. Basically, you look like a cop, dress like a cop. The only thing is you don't get a weapon, but you're the eyes and the ears of the public. So if anything happens, you call it in. Hey, this is happening. You can actually take down people to arrest them. I loved auxiliary police. I was also active in my church. I was, doing audio visual for my church, and it was amazing. Best time. So those are the three things I was really active with, and actually I was up for a promotion in auxiliary police. I was about to become sergeant. And if anyone, I could go more into details with auxiliary police, but it was, if anyone has never done that and you ever want to do that, I suggest doing it because it is amazing. One of my fondest memories, and I'm just gonna go on to the subject. I'm rambling, but one of my fondest memories doing auxiliary police was on the highway doing 120 miles per hour to get to an accident. I was on the Bell Parkway going to Coney Island, and there was a big triple, quadruple car pileup. They needed all hands there. They needed us to direct traffic and move it out, and they needed everyone ASAP. And it was, I could say, like, you could actually, like, in games, you could see the streams of light. You were moving so fast, in and out, swerving in and out. And I was the driver. And my sergeant's next to me. He's like, slow down, slow down. And I'm like, beep, 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 beep. you know, using the sirens. Because the sirens are connected to the horn, so when you horn, yeah, how can I do the siren? And he was scared. He was Puerto Rican too, but you could see he was turning pale white. So that's just so that was so cool. Anybody else does auxiliary? Just let me know in the comments. I would like to hear like your crazy stories. But let's go on. So in 2005 September, I was at work. I was lifting something. I hurt my back. It was a Tuesday. I remember that because we have an annual picnic at the end of the day, and I couldn't make it to that. So I go home in a lot of pain, like barely crawling. I had a coworker drive me home because I could barely move. So after laying in bed 2 days, I feel a little better, but not great. So I go into Friday, go into work Friday. I wasn't supposed to, but the kids had a pageant that they needed the lighting and the audio for, and my duty was duty, but was to go there and do the show. So I went in there for the morning and did the show. It got far worse for going in. It really, really, really got bad. I could not. I could barely. I was walking like an old man. One step, one step, one step. At the end of the day, by lunchtime. So I had a coworker. Actually, my boss drove me home, and I was going up the stairs like an old man. That was a Friday night. I could not. I stood on the floor. I put icy packs and all that. My wife tells me, go to a chiropractor in the morning. I was like, that's a lot. It's expensive. All right, we'll go. Next morning, I'm still in horrible shape. I'm on the way down the steps to wait for car service to take me to, or cab for people who don't know what car service is, to take me to the chiropractor. I get down the stairs and I get the worst pain where I actually drop to my knees and my hands, and I'm on my knees on the floor, my hands in a cold sweat. Now the day was very cool. It was maybe in its 50s, but I'm in a cold sweat, and I could not get up at all. I was in so much pain I could not get up. So I was like, there's no way I can get up. So my wife called the ambulance. Take the ambulance. The ambulance comes in, and they I was in like a fetal position by that time they got there because I tried to move and I couldn't. So they actually picked me up, and I was stiff as they picked me up, and they put me on like one of those wheelchairs, and they wheeled me into the ambulance. I get to the hospital, and I'm there in the hospital, and no one's watching me. No one comes to see if I'm. Uh, like 2 hours later, they give me some pills for pain. Nothing. Another 2 hours, nothing happens. They give me morphine. I was like, whoa, morphine. Oh, this is good stuff. Okay, I start feeling a little better. But I still cannot walk by myself. I'm still walking like an old man. And I remember my mother came, and they go up to me. It was like about 7 or 8 o'clock at night. From being there from 12 o'clock, it's 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and they say, okay, we can't treat you for back pains. We're going to have to let you go. I'm like, I can barely walk. Okay, they hit me with a big dose of morphine. I can start walking, even though I'm holding on to my mother. And she's like carrying. My wife was babysitting her little brother and little sister, so she couldn't come. So hold on to my mother. We slowly walk out. I get home, and this is when the serious stuff happens. I get home. When I get home, I walk up the stairs really slow, and I lay into bed. My wife prepares me dinner. I eat dinner because I remember it was chicken cutlet parmesan she made. I ate my dinner, and I go to her, you know what? My legs feel heavy. She goes, oh, it could be the morphine. Just sleep it off, and we'll check in the morning. 4 a.m. in the morning, she wakes me up. How do your legs feel? I go, I can't feel my legs. I could feel them, but they're very, very heavy. It's like dead weight. And she goes, oh my God. We call the ambulance. And the ambulance comes. They check me out, and they're like, you know what? Since you didn't fill your prescriptions, because they gave me prescriptions, but the prescriptions, the pharmacist was closed at 7 o'clock, so I couldn't fill them. He's like, well, if you got prescriptions, stay, fill them out. And my wife's brother-in-law, he was a little kid. He was like 10 years old at that point. He's like, oh, go to the hospital. Go to the hospital. You got to go because you don't know what, this could be serious. He's a little kid, but he's very cautious. And he was very right. So, but I didn't go to the same hospital. I went to a different hospital. So I go to the second hospital, and I get there, get checked in about 4:30 in the morning. And I'm there 4:30 in the morning. And once again, they don't see me until like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the doctor comes in and he's like, when's the last time you actually went to the restroom? And I was like, I don't know. And it was at least 24 hours, at least. I don't remember when the last time I went. So he asks me the question, and he goes, okay. They rushed me to get a CAT scan or whatever, MRI of my bladder. They see that my bladder is full and ready to explode. So they're like, oh my God, this guy can't feel his bladder being full. So they get a catheter, which, it's not a pleasant thing. 1 second, this guy's backing out, and I want to move forward a little, so I'll continue this in a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I just backed up a little because there's a pump right there, and don't want to get anywhere near the pump. So where was I? Okay, so they put a catheter in me. Yeah, thick tube like that going in a little. Yeah, you get the idea. So that was that. Then they get a X-ray, and they notice that the disc. If anyone knows the vertebrae, your backbone, it has discs. Now the disc between L4 and L5, which is the lower back, usually when you get sciatica or you get pains from your back that leads into your legs, that's your L4, L5. It pinches a nerve and it causes horrible sciatic pains, which I also did have before. So they noticed that was severely pinching the nerve that controls everything from the waist down, all sensation. So they had to rush me into emergency, and that was about 5 o'clock. Doctor wasn't going to get in until the next day. So I was like, oh shit. Actually, no, the doctor was supposed to do it about 8 or 9 o'clock. This is what happened, 8 or 9 o'clock. But since it was a trauma hospital, a trauma came in. So I got pushed to the back. I had to wait till the next day. Now, the doctor knew waiting till the next day was going to be really, really bad for me. Honestly, if I would have waited till the next day, I wouldn't be able to walk right now. So, at midnight, the doctor was still exhausted from the surgery, from the trauma. He goes, okay, we're going to do surgery on you now because we can't waste time. It could be it could be not life-threatening, but you won't be able to walk if we wait any longer. So the doctor actually does a surgery. I was scared shitless because who wants to go into surgery? I wake up. I'm out. The next thing I remember is the next morning, I wake up again. Wake out of surgery, I was happy, and I went, nodded back out because of the anesthesia, and you're still groggy. So I remember waking up the next morning, and I can actually move my toes, and I was so happy. But I still can't. They have this little, I don't know, sharp pin or something that they rub against your foot to see if you can feel. I couldn't feel anything, but I was starting to get the ability to move my toes again. So I was so happy. So I went through a lot of physical therapy. This was like a year later going through physical therapy. And that's when I started playing. I was still playing Star Wars Galaxies when I got hurt, but that was 2005. I started playing WoW in February of 2006. That's when I started playing, and I said I want to go to a brand new server. And Thorium Brotherhood was just brand new server. It was only out for a week when I joined there, so I went there, and I've been there since Vanilla WoW. I started playing heavily into WoW, build the guild and all that. But I did go through a deep, deep, deep depression where I just let myself go. I just didn't care. Because if I was doing police work, I was doing all this stuff for the school, I was so active in the church, doing all that to doing nothing, not being able to walk. All the physical therapy could not help me. I was permanently disabled. And it really got bad. I mean, money situation got bad and all that until our workers stopped. Workers' comp takes a while to kick in because you got to see all their doctors, and then they got to approve of their doctors, and then some doctors say that you're fine, some doctors say you're not. The crooked ones that say that you're fine, and then the good ones actually evaluate and see that you're not. So it was just, and then and then I got Social Security, disability with that, and things started actually picking up. So, like I said, I went through a deep depression where I just let myself go completely, and it was just horrible. 2 years ago, 2 years ago, I actually just snapped out of it. I just, you know what? I can't live like this. The world is too beautiful. I started going out more, started going to the beach, started going for long drives. It was just snapped out of it. It was wonderful. I just actually started appreciating life because I can't just be a slug. I mean, I love to be home, I like to be in front of the computer and all that, but I have to go out. I can't be in the house, and I can't be depressed anymore. So with that, I don't like taking medication. Do not like taking medication. Can't stand it. I wasn't going to be on depressants. I came out of depression by myself. Now, am I a little depressed? Yeah, I mean, everyone, but I think I've come out that, I'm more active now. Um, I'm more social now with people, and I'm really enjoying, the way my life is going now. So, 8 years later, now I can actually talk about this. The court is settled. Um, I'm not going to say how much I got, but I can actually say I have enough to buy a house, buy a brand new car, and live comfortably. Not rich, but comfortably for the rest of my life. So I don't have to worry about money. Basically, I just like that. I don't have to worry about money ever again. Of course, I'm going to be a budget. There's going to be a budget, but I don't have to worry about money. It's just going to be perfect for me and my wife. So we're moving into a house, hopefully end of December. I'll do a nice little video on the house, show you the layout of the house. I'm excited because I actually have my own man cave, which first person that I'm going to invite to the man cave is Helvanis. He's going to be coming over. And we're going to have Doyd come over too. We're going to do a live coffee talk from the man cave. And, that's basically it. Oh, if anybody wants to know, basically, my situation now, currently, as of today, I can walk short distances. The best way to describe, and I tell this everybody, the way my legs feel right now is just pretend that your feet are asleep. Like, don't do it, but if you ever get your foot asleep or your leg asleep, walk around with it, with your leg asleep. You're walking in my world, because that's how it is for me. It feels like my legs are asleep all the time. They're very heavy, but somehow I have to push and keep walking. And I could walk about a few blocks, and then I get tired. And I can't stand up very long. Standing up for more than a few minutes just like drains all my energy. And that's basically everything. I could finally talk about this to all of you guys, tell you what's going on. I'm very happy. I don't have to worry about money, but it costs me a high price. Like, I would love to go to BlizzCon, but I don't know if I can survive BlizzCon or even Comic-Con. I don't know if I can survive that. I really want to, but standing all that time, I don't want to be in a wheelchair. No, I don't want to be in a wheelchair to one of those things. I mean, I have some pride, and I feel that being in a wheelchair will, get me depressed again, walking around in a wheelchair. I don't want to do that. That's why I'm trying to lose weight. I've been losing weight. I actually peaked at 299, and I'm currently right now, as I weighed myself, at 281. So I lost about 20 pounds. Slowly but surely. And this has been, for the past 2 months I've been losing. So 20 pounds in 2 months is a slow, and that's pretty much, guys. If you got any questions or if you have any relations, I know Brick, one of my good friends, Brick, he's going through the same pains as I am and all that. I want to say the worst case scenario, because the worst case scenario is not being able to walk and feel your legs, being paralyzed. But I have second closest worst case scenario, second to like last. You know what I mean. And where I'm permanently disabled, but partially, paralyzed, I guess you could say. I mean, I can walk, just can't walk long distances. I keep looking around because, I like to make sure there's no traffic cops coming. So, I don't want to put money in the meter. So if anyone else is going through that, leave me a message. I can actually relate to anyone who's having, problems with their back, sciatica pains. I know that very well. And, talk to me, and I can actually relate to you guys, because I've went through it all. So I'm gonna end this vlog. It's a pretty long vlog, but I can finally talk about it. Once again, if you got any questions, let me know. I'm gonna try to put this up tonight, because tomorrow I'm gonna have an unboxing of the Xbox One, and but remember, you're gonna see tomorrow's video, the unboxing of Xbox One. The place looks like a mess. My apartment, because it's all boxes everywhere. So, but you're gonna see the television, and there's boxes all over the place. I'm still packing. All right, everyone. Any questions? Any comments? Anything you're related to in this? Let me know. Leave it in. I would love to hear feedback from you guys, because I love responding to everyone's messages, because it just makes me feel like I'm getting out to you guys and you're understanding what I'm going through. So till my next vlog, hopefully it won't be this lengthy like the last one. I'll talk to you guys later. Cage, you want to say something, Cage? Cage, come here. Come on, say hello. Say bye. Say bye, Cage. All right, later, everybody. He's looking out the window. Bye, Cage. All right, later, everybody.